Entertainment, I got to meet George Peppard, who was a movie star. Susan Anton, another, she was taller than me. Very, very good looking. Martha Raye. I have pictures of me with Martha Raye. She come up to here on me, and she was a qualified nurse, and she took airborne training. In fact, she's buried at Fort Bragg under Special Forces compound down there. Yeah, she was a lot of fun. She came to our one of our Saturday steak fries, and oh my God, was she fun to talk to. Just listen to her talk, and she was a fully qualified nurse too. And I think that was one of the highlights, was meeting her. And I got pictures. It didn't come out real well. I've got a picture of a slide in there of me and her.
By now, America was embroiled in yet another bloody conflict in Southeast Asia, this time in Vietnam. Driven by her commitment to the troops and a profound desire to give and receive affection, Martha went to war for the third time. Over the next 8 years, she spent a total of 25 months in Vietnam, frequently on her own dime. She had worked her way up through the ranks from private to lieutenant colonel and member of the elite Special Forces unit, the Green Berets.
It was all honorary, but a lot of the troops began to believe she was a true military woman.
Quite a bloody war. It's very serious and very bad over there. But they are not complaining. The one thing they are hurt about is the way people are demonstrating against them. And they asked me to please tell the people to try to understand and show them a little more respect, because these men are there because of our America.
Outfitted in full military regalia, Martha and a goodly supply of vodka for herself and the boys traveled in-country to the furthest outposts, thumbing airlifts from base to base, doing anything she could to help.
She became whatever anybody needed her to be, their mother, their nurse, their sweetheart, whatever. If they needed someone to cry with, she'd cry with them. And she had this ability of seeing exactly what it was they needed and being there for them.
And although Martha did nothing to publicize her efforts, they were recognized by the military. In both 1966 and 1967, General William Westmoreland presented her with certificates of appreciation. And in 1969, Martha Raye became the first woman to receive the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award. Votes were lifted in 1993 when the Medals for Maggie Committee sent the signatures of 40,000 veterans to President Bill Clinton. They convinced him to award the Presidential Medal of Freedom, this country's highest civilian award, to Miss Martha Raye. On October 19, 1994, 78-year-old Martha Raye died at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. At her own request, Martha was buried in the military cemetery at Fort Bragg. Along with Mark and Melody, who sat, were Noonie Fortin, A.C. Lyles, and hundreds of veterans of all three wars.
And she asked to be among them when she passed. It's very unusual to have a civilian buried in a military cemetery. You usually have to be a spouse or a veteran yourself to be buried there. But she asked, and they granted. That's how special she was to them.
Maggie was buried in full uniform ribbons and everything, holding a bottle of vodka, because she said, slip me a little shot of vodka before you close the casket. So we closed the casket, and Maggie had her vodka right with her.